again, this is Starship Adventure, and I can't touch or move the phone. I have it in the exact spot so that we can get internet here briefly and do a quick show tonight. It's Friday night. I'm heading home on Sunday. So this is my second to last day here on vacation. Um, we are already reconsidering leaving at 4 a.m. on Sunday. We're probably going to leave midday on Sunday, drive through until midday on Monday, or drive through midday Sunday, and then in the evening we're going to stop and get a room, get up in the morning, and then just with 4 or 5 hours left on the trip, I'll be able to get home in time to still be to work to produce the show on Monday. So that's kind of what our plan is right now. We think it's probably going to be a little too nasty to get on the roads. Or 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. So that's kind of where we're at. Hey, Jungle, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I'm going to do an hour or so tonight. We're just going to talk about a few things. I'll get your reactions on a few things. Um, hey, Charlotte's Rock, how you doing tonight? This is an impromptu vacation of the sights and sounds of Earth. Just so you guys know, we've got 3 different cell services up here between my mom and I. She has a Verizon, I have AT&T and Sprint, and none of them are as good as they normally are up here. T-Mobile seems to be about the one that's doing the best of the 3, where normally AT&T kind of edges it out up here. So I don't know if something's wrong with it. I've switched my uh, SIM card around to 2 different devices, and I can't get any internet at all on any of the systems. So I have this old LG phone that I'm back in right now, and I've been tethering to it. Well, as of today, I'm completely out of tether. But I realized my mom's on Verizon and she gets a gigabyte of tether or 5 gigabytes or something. So we're going to tether her phone in the morning so we have internet tomorrow during the storm. We've got about an inch and a half of snow overnight, inch and a half to 2 inches overnight, with another 2 to 3 inches tomorrow. A storm total of 4 to 5 inches of snow now forecast for Blairsville, Georgia, Murphy, North Carolina. We're currently under a cold weather warning. And also a winter weather advisory. And they're saying we could mid-morning tomorrow, mid-morning through afternoon tomorrow, we could see blizzard-like conditions here with winds gusting to 35 miles an hour and blowing snow with a high tomorrow of 20. So this is it's going to be a unique day. It's going to be interesting. We're not going anywhere tomorrow. We will be here all day. I've got all my antennas all set. I brought in extra radio equipment that I had. Um, I took my Radiodity triple receiver radio and my UV32, which receives 2 channels at one time, and I've got them all set with my 2 5/8 waves out on the banister. And I've got those set for all the local repeaters. And then on my mobile downstairs, I've got 2 meter Track Rock Mountain repeater, and I got 2 meter call on there. And then, of course, I've got the HF. I'm going to leave it hooked up through the storm tomorrow on 20 meters. I think that would probably be the most used band tomorrow. I do like during these storms to listen to the guys all around just rag chewing about the weather at their location or whatever. So I do like that. And also, I'll see if anybody's on POTA. POTA, I'll tell you, POTA's really been low lately for obvious reasons. I mean, there's no reason to go do it if you have to, uh, and it's bad weather outside and the roads are bad. And of course, a lot of people do POTA are older. Like I'm 56, and this cold, man, it cuts right through me. I will admit, if I can do it from inside the car, it's not so bad. My car, the heat works, the seats warm up, everything's great. Um, so yeah, I mean, I could sit in the car and do POTA, but I could see why POTA is not really a big thing especially during these snow events and stuff. At least for the 5 state area, 7 state area here, this nor'easter is gonna come across. It's actually in the Carolinas now, and it's bringing down this cold air. We are right now at 32. So, and it's dry. So we have no frozen precipitation at all today. It's been dry right up till now. And we have just breached freezing. It's now 32 or 0 Celsius, however you want to say it. And so we basically, right now, what's great about this is anything that falls now should remain in frozen form, in snow. We're not expecting any frozen rain. We're not expecting any sleet. We're not expecting anything except light, fluffy snow and maybe 4 or 5 inches of it. So this is going to be great. So happy that my mom's going to get to see another one of these because she loves it. Born and raised in Florida for 80 years, lived in Florida, and has probably seen snow 4, 5, 6 times in her life. And so this is a special time because she's going to get to experience a wonderful snowstorm. I've got my bright lights outside shining away from the windows, and I've got them all purple right now, and we're waiting for the snow to start coming down. She loves it. And I'm so happy that we've been afforded this opportunity for her to see another snowstorm. And they're talking blizzard conditions. She's never been in a blizzard, so I've only been in one myself, and that was Snowshoe, West Virginia. What a freaking night that was! Thing, bang, bang, bang. I mean, it was like a hurricane, but it was snow. Anyway, so it's great that we're going to get to experience this tonight. I've got 3 of my cameras out. I would broadcast it live. You know, I would if I could. But I got 3 of my cameras. I've got my OBS bot cams out, and I've got them protected so that the snow won't collect on them. I've got hanging them upside down under things. And I've also got a third camera outside. And so I'm going to be taking some time lapse. And I'm going to be doing, shooting some video and doing some different things. So it'll be fun. And like I said, I'm all set up for communications here. I wish I could hit I wish Heath and I could find a repeater between him and I that we could get on. Um, but he's about 60 miles away, but there's a big mountain range between us. It's called Brasstown Bald. It's the highest point in Georgia, and it's right in between Heath's house and mine. No, there's tall trees here. We have hardwoods on the property here. This is a rustic cabin. When I say rustic, it's not. I mean, we've got siding on the front. We've put a brand new metal roof on it, and we've got it. It heats well. We've got the hole underneath dried in, and we've got 2 upstairs bedrooms. It sleeps 5 comfortably, and I've got a rolled up pads. I can sleep 7, and it's nice. It's a great little cabin. It's about 800 square feet, and we put a huge deck on the front. It goes out 8 feet, I think, and then we put a 16 by 16 on the side, which that side deck is going to get reinforced, and that will become the foundation for the new studio that I'm building here. I am building a studio. I will have a studio in Florida. That studio will remain in Florida. Um, Carlotta has assured me that that is good to go there as long as I want to leave it there. And the studio I'm going to build here is going to be 16 by 16, and it's going to be a great studio. And then my mobile studio, which I hope to spend lots of time in, will park right outside here as well. And so, what's great about it is when I back in here, I'm going to have fiber here through the electric company. They have fiber optic that's going to be coming up this road. And I'll have fiber optic. And of course, the van is going to have all 3 cellular, and it's going to have, um, what is it? The one that they're putting up. It's global. That one's Starlink. I drew a blank. Starlink. Anyway, so I'll have Starlink 3 cellular, and then I'll also have the fiber, and it'll all be hooked up. When I back in, it'll all hook up in the one system. So it's going to be really cool. But I'll be able to cover right up till the end of the world. You can follow it live right on my channel. But it's going to be really cool. That's all in the works. I already own this property here. And like I said, I have assurances down there that that will always remain. down there. So it's going to be nice because I'm going to have studios where I can stop for a week and I can do studio shows and I can shoot stuff and do things, and then jump back in the van and boom, boom, boom. I'm hitting it day after day after day. I'm working POTA. I'm staying the night in the campground. I'm doing my show at 9 o'clock. I get up in the morning. I go out on the trails. I go out, do whatever, and I'm shooting for the next production. I'm going to do 2 or 3 or 4 production videos a week, plus my show every night at 9 o'clock, and that's the plan. And if I'm in your town, I'll come and park in front of your house, and you and I'll do the show together in the van. And if I'm near here, then I'll just come on home. I'll back the van in, shoreline it to the house, and that 16 by 16 deck out here is going to become a wonderful television studio. I'm going to put a little bit taller ceilings in it so that it will accommodate better studio lighting. And I'm going to wire it. I'm going to completely wire it ahead of time. There'll be all the plugs will all be there ahead of time. All the circuits will all be up. There'll be A, B, C, D circuits all under each desk, and I'll have it to where you can just shut off certain switches and kill parts of the studio. And like I said, it'll be all state of the art lighting in there, and it's going to be a great studio. I'm probably going to have a chroma key screen so that I can actually stand and do the weather maps. I really want to do the weather maps, and I'll have a little clicker that'll run me through my maps, and I can actually stand up and do the weather. I think that would be really cool. There's also some other stuff I'm looking to do in there as well. I'm also looking to find help too. I mean, I'll find somebody along the way that's into this like I am, that wants to travel like I do. Maybe someone that'll travel with me. Maybe someone that wants to travel for a month or two with me, and I'll pick them up. We'll go travel. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very cool, and it's something that it's going to be as free spirited as I can make it, and yet still completely planned, if that makes any sense. And it's going to be really cool to have my entire work environment available to go all over the country. And I plan to visit Vasquez Rocks in California. I plan to visit the Pacific. I want to stay on the Pacific one night. I want to see a lot of things out on the far coast as well as in the desert. I'm enamored with the desert. I love the desert. I'd like to go through Pahrump, Nevada. I'd like to go through some different places out there. I'd like to go by the little mailbox and the light where in Roswell. Um, whatever. There's just some certain things I want to go see, and I want to shoot a show from there, and I want to stay there, and I'll find people that want to go with me. It's going to be a lot of fun, and so I just have a lot of positive spirit about it. Um, I've got notes that I'm keeping on everything I want to do and how I want to set everything up, and everything just even though things seem to be going up in price, the ability to do things technologically is actually getting cheaper. There's a few exceptions. Video cards right now are extremely expensive. Anybody want to know why? Because AI uses video cards. Dude, fuck me up. First time I heard it, I'm like, what? It's 10.9? But no, seriously, um, that's what they say. This AI, in order to run AI properly, it needs to run on a video card. And so these huge video cards that used to be $600, $800, $1,000 used are now $2,500 used. And memory, forget about it. Forget about it's hard to find single sticks of 64 and a real high speed. It's Jesus God, you don't want to know. You're going to pay $1,500 for a chip that used to cost you $150. Memory has gone batshit crazy. Again, AI. Everybody's building AI computers. They're building them on these gaming platforms, and they're building them with these big. And I'm building one now, and I'm like, Jesus, I can't afford to build one now. I mean, I thought I was all set to go with this thing, right? And I'm looking. I'm like, oh, I'm screwed. I'm effed like Chuck. Um, yeah. Well, I'm only looking to service my studio and my members. So I'm not going to run. I'm running one big machine. I'm not even planning on water cooling it, to be honest with you. I'll just air cool it. Um, but understand, I plan on running an AI API because I won't do memberships until I can offer something tangible. And so an extra video a week, um, that's cool. I've had some people suggest that I do Zooms where just the members can come into a Zoom meeting and not we won't broadcast it. We'll just hang out in Zoom for a couple of hours and just bullshit. And I think that would be really cool. And it would be cheap. It would be just a couple bucks a month. I would literally, I think you could set it for like $2 a month. It would be the cheapest I could set it for. And I want to have extra videos. I want to have these personal Zooms. And then I also want to have a suite of services that you guys can use on my API machine. Unregulated AI that you guys can use to write books and to create music and to write letters to your HOA. And instead of using the bullshit Chat GPT and the somewhat better Grok and some of these other were Gemini and Jippity Dee and all these other ones, they suck. They suck because they're I can't do that. I can't. No, I'm going to run an API. Now, other than making pornography, it will do anything you want it to do. It seriously will. It'll put Nancy Pelosi's face on a donkey's asshole. It'll do whatever you want. And that's what I want. I want something that doesn't restrict you. It doesn't come back with bullshit errors all the time. I can't do that. I can't stand that. And so I figure if I can offer you guys an API and I can offer you guys access to a suite of API tools, AI generating tools and stuff like that, then that plus the personal Zoom meetings plus access to a few videos a month that are extra, I would feel like I'm not cheating you guys. And I'm really weird about this. That's why I'm more of a philanthropist than a philanthropist. Sorry. I'm more of a philanthropist than an entrepreneurial person because I want to just do it because I love it. You know what I mean? And the YouTube thing gives me something I do because I love that I can make enough money to make it love more, to make it go down the tracks, and drive the engine with it. So every time you're watching these stupid ads that come up, you're helping push it down the tracks. And you just have to look at it that way. This channel is for ham radio. My first 2 years I did ham radio. That's all I did, and it died. I was doing a Friday night live TechNet, and I never could beat the algorithms. I never could get it to go anywhere. We had 10 or 15 really smart, really good guys on there, and we ran out of shit to talk about. And we never could break past that 50, 60 viewer mark. It just got to the point where we were just doing it. You can go back. They're all available. You can go back on my channel, 1,200 videos, and go look at all the ham radio stuff I've done. Go to my channel and use the little search glass to search for what you do in ham radio, whether it's FT8, whether it's I don't know, whether it's GMRS or whether it's packet radio or whether it's HF, building dipoles, building Una-Yagis, whatever it is. If you put that in there, I guarantee you I got a show on it. I did it for 2 years. We had 100 and something episodes of the Friday Night TechNet. And we had a good time with it. But the problem is ham radio is just it's kind of a funky crowd. The ones you find are good, and don't get me wrong, I love you guys that are in ham radio, because that's the geeky thing that started this whole channel. But I'll never get numbers that way. I can never get if you go look at the numbers of Ham 2.0, and what's that little douchebag that throws radios up in the air? If you go look at their numbers, they're the big ones. They're the two big channels in ham radio, and they're not that big. And the reason is because there's a ceiling there. Many hams don't watch videos on radio stuff or opinion videos or review videos. And the other thing is, a lot of people get into ham radio and they never do anything. They don't do anything. All right, I moved it around a little bit. Let's see if it stabilizes. I don't know what the hell. It seems to be stable now. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. All right, so anyway, yeah. But yeah, I did ham radio for the longest time. And um, well, we had a broad audience. I mean, we had people from the UK in there and different things. But I'm not looking to broadcast anything on the radio as far as like broadcasting. Hey, stealth mode. Yeah, hey Victor, what's up? I think I saw reconnecting, you're live, reconnecting, you're live. We're all humans here. I don't use bot in any way as far as the chat room. I did hear Ryan Hall, y'all, today using his bot and discussing the weather with his bot, and the bot giving him his opinion, the opinion of the bot on what it thought the weather was going to do. And I'm like, this is pretty cool. And then he had the bot go through all the models and everything and make bets on the snow totals in like 20 towns. And Ryan Hall did the same thing. He went through everything and he came up with what his prediction was. So now we're going to see who comes up with the better slate of numbers here on what the snowfall totals are going to be. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, we're going to be doing when I go out in the van. Once I build this van and it's ready to go, it's going to be a TV studio in itself, and there'll be the editing bay, the ham radio station, and yes, the van studio will definitely have link. Absolutely, and it'll probably also have the triple fall over cellular as well. For $50 a month per company, plus the Starlink. So for like $250 a month or less, I can be connected to all three terrestrial systems, plus the one space-based system, all at the same time. And then, like I said, when I back in here, I'm going to hardline into my house here, and I will provide all four of those feeds to the fiber optic that I've already got run into here. So I will have a 5 redundant internet system here. I plan to really overdo this because I'm going to be covering the big events. I'm going to be doing things really big. And when I'm out, I will decide if something big happens. Do I make the 12-hour trek back to the studio so that I can do studio coverage? Or can I get good enough internet where I'm going, what I've got in the vehicle already, and do the coverage from there? I should be able to do the coverage right from the vehicle. And I also can go to whatever it is that's going on, and I can cover it live on scene. I don't know what I would do that on, or how I would do it, or what the plan or procedure would be. If someone's might change my decision on that, but I don't know. We would figure out, have the ability to go and the ability to stay. I will also have a drone. I'll eventually, at some point, have a drone box built for the roof, and I want to be able to deploy a drone out of this thing while I'm inside. Just literally, boom, and there's the drone flies, and I can fly it from my console inside the van. And then when I'm done, it hit the button, it just lands back in the box again, and the lid closes. Um, Whole setup under $1,000. Um, it's gonna have solar panels, 4 or 5 of those bigger solar panels up on the roof, and I will have the ability to prop them up on one side about 12 inches to get the optimum angles and things like that. What's nice about it is when I'm traveling, they will still be collecting energy. Plus, the engine itself will charge my batteries while I'm running, and the everything will all charge the batteries basically. And then when I get somewhere at night, I'll make sure that my bank of either deep cycle or bioenno batteries, I will make sure that those batteries are enough that they can run whatever ventilation or air conditioning system I might need in there. Um, I'll have some kind of little propane heater or something, some little safety heater, because I don't need a lot of heat. But you got to have something, because I'm going to be going all over the different places. I don't plan on doing extreme winter in the north, and I don't expect to be down in Florida or in Texas during the summer. I really plan on kind of playing the weather, you know. And when it gets hot, I mean, I'll either be further up north or I'll be here at the studio. But it's going to be nice. It's going to be something that the adventure will continue every day. You'll wake up and be like, where are we going today? Where are we stopping today? And every day there'll be a new adventure that I'll tell you about when we come on. Um, yeah, well, we talked about Don the Lemon getting arrested. Yesterday, we talked about the charges we thought were coming. And sure enough, they're there. And he got popped. Um, yeah, he's a douche. I think it's pretty cool that he got arrested for a law that was originally written to protect black churches from KKK. Oops. Anyway, so the point is yeah, Don the Lemon was arrested today. Good for him. Couldn't happen to a stupider prick. He is in absolute relevant mode. He probably is not looking at this arrest as a bad thing. I know Don the Lemon, and he is in what they call relevancy overdrive right now. Relevancy overdrive. He is so irrelevant right now. He was on the lowest rated network, and he got booted out of his time slot on the lowest rated network. And so he's just worthless, dude. And now he was broadcasted. If you remember, all the feeds kept going to him over and over and over, and we kept seeing Don Lemon. And all he kept talking, he wasn't journalisting out there. Trust me, he wasn't journalisting nothing. Okay, he was out there shilling is what he was doing. Yeah, well, yeah, no, yeah, I kind of knew it was coming. But yeah, hey, you never know for sure. Um, he may end up getting out of it, but you're not going to avoid the ride. I'm just wondering, like I said, how upset it is. Don't ever discount the fact that he's happy he got popped, because he's probably happy he got popped. That's what I'm saying, because I think he might be happy he got hit because he got arrested, because he actually now was back in the news again, and remember, even bad news is news. And so I know to West Central and West in the Big Bend area, all the way down to northern Tampa. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, now everybody's talking about him. See, I think he likes this. But anyway. All right, so here's the thing. We've got this storm system coming through, and there's a lot of places in the Northeast, like Boston and Philadelphia and places like that, that have like 8 or 10 inches or 12 inches of this icy packed horseshit, where they had all this snowfall, and then they had all this sleet fall on top of that, and then it rained. And they've got this, it's just like a solid block of ice everywhere. And now they're going to get another 12 inches or 8 inches or 10 inches on top of that of fresh powder. Then temperatures back down below zero. This shit's not going anywhere for a while. It's kind of a miserable situation for a lot of places in the Northeast. That's good for a while. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know exactly what towns got what. I just know a lot of the Northeast got a real mess with this last storm. And because of the cold temperatures all week, none of it went anywhere. It's all still there. And so it's created a nasty situation up there. Um, anyway, we're literally sitting here waiting for the first snowflakes to fall. We're expecting an inch and a half overnight, 2.5 to 3 inches tomorrow. Um, storm total of 4 to 5 inches is what everybody's saying now. Storm total of 4 to 5 inches is what everybody's saying now. And they've dialed it up and dialed it up and dialed it up. And now over the last 24 hours, everything's kind of stabilized on the numbers, which tells me the models have come to some consensus. And and that's probably what we're going to end up with pretty much. So there you go. And there's no chance of a wet notch or anything like last time. Last time we were supposed to get all this ice and we didn't get it, but yet 1 hour east of here did. Is it really? Because we were told that Page Field and Fort Myers broke an all-time high. The high temperature was an all-time low today. And so I don't know. I thought it was very cold. It's very cold down here in Florida, I thought, but because we're looking at the possibility overnight tonight. I think it's tonight. The possibility of Gulf effect snow, and then we're going to have some ocean effect snow and up in the Northeast, but that's not really going to affect anybody. And then yeah, it's going to be a big mess. And there's also lake effect snow going on, so it's kind of a neat thing. Um, yeah. So that's it. What else do you guys got? I can't sit here too long. It hurts my back to sit here like this. Um, what do you guys have? My throat's starting to give out on me. What do we got? What do we got? Yeah, I want to have under the bed in the back. There'll be batteries. They're going to be in a sealed box that's going to be vented out. Um, but yeah, they'll be underneath the bed in the back. There'll be a box that holds probably 5 batteries, maybe 6, and I want to be able to charge those up as much as I can. And there'll also be a way for me to flip a switch and charge the system in the back off of the alternator in the front. And I'll have something on there that allows only so much of that to go on. But yeah, the whole idea of it, I'm not going to have a kitchen system or a bathroom system in it. I will, in the back, along with the batteries and everything else, there will be a cook stove I can pull out. Like a Coleman cook stove that uses white gas. I will have some normal camping stuff back there, and I'll be able to cook meals if I want to, but I'll have a little small microwave built in somewhere, and that'll probably be all I need most of the time when I'm on the road. I'll stop and get fast food once a day or something. Um, but it's going to be kind of minimalist, maximalist at the same time. I want it. I want it to be. It's not going to have a bathroom. If you put a bathroom in a kitchen, it's a motorhome, and you can't stay in tent sites because there's no bathroom and because there's no kitchen. It's just a van that's got audio and video equipment all mounted in the back of it. It looks more like a TV van with a small bed in the back. Because of that, it qualifies as a vehicle and not a camper. And so I would be able to stay in RV. Like I could go to an RV park and I could stay in an RV park in like the tent area. And that's important because that can save you a lot of money. The RV spots are so much more. Now you do get like electricity and water and sewer and all. I don't need all that. I'm going to be self-sufficient like that. So all I really need to worry about is just having where I can go set up and I'm all set to go. So that's kind of my plan. That's how that's going to go. And there'll be, because of these high top vans, there'll be plenty of storage space above the bed and below the bed. So it'll be good. What was that? I didn't get that. Yeah, I've heard that they've got these ones now that are like a hybrid cell phone ham radio. They can't be worth the shit. Yeah, I'm not going to have a toilet. It's not going to be like a camper. It's going to be a van that has a little bed in the back like an editing studio. And I'm doing that very specifically because I don't want it to qualify as a camper. I had the S20. You can get them on Amazon refurbed. It worked for about 6 months and quit on me. But that said, it was a great phone, and I paid $139 for it, and put my SIM in it, set to go. Um, so yeah, it was pretty good. I may try to go live tomorrow downstairs. I may try to do some different stuff. I don't know. I'm going to kind of play it by ear at this point. So we'll see how it goes. But it should be pretty fun with all the snow coming in. I love the snow. It's beautiful. Um, yeah, I personally like the Samsung Galaxy line of phones. I've never used anything, so I can't speak for them. I think Apple has great equipment that's way overrated and overpriced. But notice I did say it's great equipment. It is great equipment. It's just overrated and overpriced. Um, I think you can get a lot more with Android, both in apps that you don't have to pay for and also in replacement costs of phones. Um, yeah, I've been a Droid guy since the beginning. Um, yeah, that's it's one of those Radicus. Um, it picks up all different modes and bands. I use it up here. I don't ever use it at home. They sent it to me to do a review on, and I fell in love with it. I did a great review for them, not because they sent me the radio, but because I actually like the damn thing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You can tune in all kinds of different stuff. It's got all the weather bands. It does FM on VHF. It does air band. It does marine band. I mean, you could pick up a lot of different shit on it. It also does HF, but it only receives an AM and FM. Their next version after this one actually does sideband as well, which makes sense. I mean, you really need that for it to be a complete receiver. But it's also, you know what else is great about this particular one? It's a uh, what else is really great about this particular one is it is a really cool radio. One step too far, and that risks turning people off. So he's right. It's funny. So it basically has a tuning knob. It also does it digitally. It's got a digital screen. It also has like colored lights on it. It's really cool. It's got you saw the meter on the front. But what is really good about it? See the speaker on the front. See the speaker on the back. It's the same speaker. And because it's a big, huge tunnel speaker that runs all the way through the whole box. It's got some really good sound. And you want to know what's cool? It's got auxiliary plugs on the side. And these you can plug directly into anything that's putting out. Like this can be your PC speakers. This can also Bluetooth to your phone and become your phone speaker. It can also USB to your phone and be your USB speaker. And it also has, I don't even know what that is, another output. Also, it takes a SIM card and you can record radio with it. Not a SIM card, but a memory card. And I, I kind of, it's even got a light on it. Um, and it's got a red and white distress light, and it's got the bright flashlight on the side. Um, and I fell in love with this thing. They're like $60. They're really not that bad, but the battery lasts a long time. And if you like to go camping and listen to your music, your phone can drive this thing Bluetooth. You don't even have to hook it up. And it has its own battery, and it'll charge off anything USB-C. It takes USB-C charging. So you can put this right next to your phone, plug them both into your battery, and you got music. And it sounds really great through the speaker. Yeah, it is. It's a nice size. Comes with the antenna that pops up. This little thing on the antenna, I put that there so that I can hook up external antennas and stuff to it, so that it doesn't come with that. But it's a great little radio. The use is a little wonky, but once you get it, it's no big deal. Um, I like it. I don't know. I kind of fell in love with the little thing, and it's kind of become my radio that I use when I'm up here. I listen to um, what is it, 95.1 WJRB, the Talk of the Mountains up here. It's the Fox News affiliate up here, and I can still get my 2 or 5 minutes of Fox News at the top of the hour. And I love it up here because I I work at a radio station. I work at a Fox affiliate, so I program it. I know how it works. I know. And when I'm up here, it's a little weird because I hear the news, da da da, and then I hear the ad. And it's the same stupid ad because it goes out over the satellite to everybody. It's a national ad, and then after that, at home, it'll come on and say, "Hey, Kobe Cooling, the best cooling in Southwest Florida. Call us today to fix your air conditioner." I'm used to that, or I'm used to the weather coming on. The following news break is brought to you by da 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 da. Well, when I'm up here, it's totally different. The news goes off, and my brain is expecting to hear what I would normally hear at home, and it doesn't. The news goes off, the ad goes off, and then there's this silence. And this guy goes on, he goes, "Hi, today I'm going to talk about," and he starts talking the gospel right on the FM radio. And I love it. I'm like, I like this. I think this is what the world needs, is a little more of this right now. And so I love listening to the radio up here because all the ads are so cute. They're all like, "Come by and see us, y'all. We got the best forts on the mountain." And I just love the accents. I love the people up here. We went to Mercier's today. Mercier's is Mercier's an Apple uh, that is like a visit. You can go there, and they got a big gift store, and it's a really cool thing. And they got everything from wines to fresh apple pies, and it's really good. It's called Mercier's, and it's in a place called Blue Ridge, Georgia, and really neat place. And we went there today, and the people in there were so nice to my mom. We were going through in the wheelchair with the wheelchair and everything, and they were all just so nice. They were coming up, "How you doing today?" and giving her hugs and shit. We're not used to that. We're from Florida. In Florida, it's like "F you, F you," and get away from my shit. And we're not as bad as like a big city or anything. Florida still has some hospitality. Oh yeah, they got moonshine. You can get moonshine anywhere up here, pretty much, except in the counties where you can't buy liquor. They got a state store right up here in Murphy. You can buy 50 kinds of moonshine. They got moonshine with cherries. They got moonshine with You can buy literally moonshine with just about any. I saw moonshine zucchini. I mean, there's some funky shit, and this isn't like the state-run package store up here. It's kind of weird. Um, in Florida, you can't buy 200 proof moonshine. You can get close, um, but up here in North Carolina, you now in this county, it's beer and wine 6 days a week, and that's it. There's no liquor, no bars in this county. This is Union County. It's dry. It was dry. Now it's beer and wine 6 days a week. They were dry for since the prohibition. This county was dry, and they finally figured it out, and they finally fixed it to where it's um yeah. So anyway, that kind of is how that works. And now, so you can go right up here to Murphy, which is literally like just the town north of here, and you can go right to Murphy, and there is moonshine, 200 proof moonshine, and the funny part is you're technically buying it from the government. I think that's the part that surprises me the most. Um, yeah, I can't drink it. Oh God, if I got a good enough whiff of it, it'd probably make me sick. I mean, oh my God, I don't think I could do the moonshine. I don't really drink ever. It's not my thing, if you know what I mean. Yeah. All right, guys, what else do we got going on? Yeah, I don't know of any dry counties down in Florida. There may be a few left. I don't know. I don't know. But up here, up in the mountains up here, you will still find dry counties. Yes. And you'll find like Union now is just it's beer and wine. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, I've drank. I've been drunk. It's cool. Not for me. It's not my gig. I'm not much on it. I just don't. I don't know. I don't. I don't like being that out of control, and I don't like being that drunk and that just shitty and stinky. I don't know. There's other things that are better. Uh, all right. Well, I'm probably going to let you guys go here in just a few minutes, guys. I you. Yes, I agree. And yeah, I we're going to be back to full strength here in a couple of days. Now, we may not get out on time on Sunday. So here's what's going to probably happen. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, I will have a show. Okay. I'm going to come on. I'm going to do a regular hour or so with you guys tomorrow night. And I'll update you guys on what's going on with the snow, how much snow we got, and all that kind of good stuff. Now, here's the other thing. I'm supposed to leave Sunday morning at 4 a.m. It's not going to happen. We're not going to go out on these roads at 4 a.m. We're going to wait till 10 or 11, 12 o'clock. We're going to get some road reports. We're going to look at Google Maps. We're going to check the cams. And we're going to make a decision. Anyway, and then, but I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to end up driving halfway back and getting a hotel room. If that happens, it's my intention to go live from the hotel room. I'm going to pack my stuff up so that all I need is one bag to go in. I got my cameras and everything, and we're going to go live from the hotel room wherever we end up staying. And we'll be able to and we'll see what the internet's like. I may be able to do a multi-screen show, or I may at least we'll see. I may be able to drive my home computer. We'll see how it goes. Um, but I do plan on doing a show Saturday night, tomorrow night. I do plan on doing a show Sunday night, and of course, I do plan on doing a regular studio show back in my studio on Monday night. So I do plan on being here each night. We'll see how it goes. Anything else? That room. No, I'm not. I won't. I won't take big risks anymore with my mom, especially. And it's my car and my mother. and all my shit in it. So it's probably in my ass. So when you start adding all that up, I'm not going to risk it. It's too much. Um, I will take risks here and there. I mean, I'm a typical guy. Every time you got to put your dick in the wind. But I won't do it if I've got people. If people's safety if I'm responsible for people's safety, generally I'm not a big risk taker, and so we will not do anything like that. Um, yes, I will. I will. I'm kind of wore down a little bit. I don't know. I get this way up here because I'm very relaxed. I'm. I just the energy good up here. Everything is great up here. I'm comfortable up here. A bra, kiss my ass. It's just an A cup. You don't need a bra with an A cup. What are you kidding me? Anyway, whatever. All right, guys. Guess I'm gonna let you go. If there's anything else, throw it in there. I'm gonna wait one more minute, see if anything comes up. I'm gonna check and see if maybe the snow has started. Who knows? We're gonna wait and see here in just a minute. I'll get some pictures and video. I know to most it's like, oh, listen to this rookie. Listen to this Florida rookie top deal. And it starts flaking out right as I start my wind out. My lockout is taking this. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. This is an improv sights and sounds of Earth. My name's Ian. This is Star Adventures. I'll be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for another one of these shows here, and then we'll be back to full strength in just a couple of days. So bear with us, and the coverage of all the things going on in the world will continue in just a couple of days. So stay with us. This is Starship Adventures. We'll see you guys down the road on the next adventure. Have a safe night and a safe tomorrow. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. 7 threes, everybody. 7 threes. Clear frequency, QSY.